So the factors, the main ones are the greenhouse gases, deforestation, land usage, electricity usage, and vehicle usage. So vehicles, I mean like planes are the biggest ones. Then there are the trains and there are cars and many more, many more. I'm telling you, the longer trips you make with vehicles, the more polluting you are. Okay, and that is actually pretty true. So how about we use electric cars instead? They don't cause pollution that much. They use electricity and not coal or oil or fuel or whatever is used. So that'll be a better improvement. That's one out of the way. Then the second point that I'm going to discuss is land usage. You see, nowadays we're using land to construct buildings and industries, etc. Whatever is possible using land, and it can create pollution and carbon dioxide. So those are the important factors because the industries contribute one of the largest as per houses and all that in the environmental status. They literally put all their chemicals that they do not require to the oceans. They do not use, most of them don't use renewable energy, and a lot of them just keep continuing forever, and so they basically throw out a lot of gas that's very harmful for the nature and the environment. So I have even covered topics about those. So go ahead and check out my industries videos, industries and construction. It details a lot about this. So coming on to the next point, we have discussed vehicles, we have discussed land. But what about the energy? I made videos on solar panels, windmills, and also on hydropower. How about we implement those? Because they are going to bring a huge impact in the climate of the earth. Because there won't be that much electricity being used in the form of coal, fuel, and all that. That is going to be burned instead to create all that energy. Instead, we're going to be using energy from the sun, wind, and water. So that means there's not going to be any wastage. And we can even use water from the oceans and water that we cannot use for any other purpose. Because the only purpose of water in rivers is to flow ahead, and the second is to provide water to others. But if we can't use it, then it only has one thing: kinetic and potential energy. We can use that energy in hydropowers, even in the air. Even if you have like a lot of dust going here and there and all that, we can still use those windmills if there's enough air, right? And as for the last point, solar panels, of course I know that sometimes at night we can't use that much of energy. We need to use candles or something like that. But in the morning at least you have a lot of energy, right? You will have a lot of energy throughout the day then. Enough to solar power you for quite a long time. So that was how we use the energy. Now coming down to deforestation, that is the biggest by far contributor, because you see, when you cut a tree, all the carbon that it had ever taken in comes out from the soil or from the trunk or the like the base part of the tree, wherever, but it comes back out. So don't cut those trees, let them die, then you can cut them off, because by then the carbon goes out. So basically what I'm trying to say is that stop cutting those trees of yours as well. Unless you can't give those years back to those trees, then don't cut it. If you can't like plant a banyan tree and can't give those tens of years to it, then don't cut that banyan tree in the first place, right? That's what is happening. People are just thinking, I'll plant 4 more trees. But will you be able to give those years back to it? That's the major problem with deforestation. The last one I'm going to talk about is greenhouse gases. So you know that there are carbon dioxide, methane, and all that stuff. Those are factors, huge factors. So I would like to say that they actually are contributing the most towards climate change. And just me making these videos and you watching these videos isn't enough. We need to take action against these gases, because eventually they're gonna destroy the earth somehow or the other for the living creatures. Non-living creatures won't have problem that much unless they're destroyed completely, but breathing and water and all that, they won't have problem with that. So that's the reason why gases need to be stopped, because one of them, carbon dioxide being the largest one, traps all that heat that we don't need. And we know how much heat we need, and we always get that much as always. So let's reduce these impacts of climate change. So check out all the solutions that I have given out to you, and if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my videos, check out my merchandise, link down in the description below. All the revenue made from the merchandise will go towards helping the environment. Check out my website at sites.google.com/view/asia-is-the-world/home. Email us at kinguniversal35@gmail.com if you have any queries about it. Thank you. Stay home. Stay safe.